Good morning, good morning. Welcome to a safe space for the strong. Happy Tuesday morning to you. I know we're probably up getting ready for work, getting ready for school, getting the kids to school, thinking about Thanksgiving because it is a week before November. So even though I know Halloween is Thursday, we probably already, I know I planned out my menu last night. So we are getting ready to walk into fall. I feel like once we hit once we hit Halloween, we like give fall its moment, and then we get ready for Thanksgiving, and then boom, it's Christmas. And I'm like, oh my God, I just spent so much money. So this year I'm trying not to do that. So we'll talk about those things as we get closer to the holidays. But welcome to a safe space for the strong. My name is Aisha, also known as Homegirl Ish, and welcome into this safe space with me. I'm very excited to be here with you. I almost didn't do a video this morning because I was unsure of what I needed to talk about, even though I knew what I needed to talk about. And this video is going to kind of point in that direction. This morning, I want to talk to you about fear and complacency. And, as I always do, I'm going to give you a little story. So last Thursday, I was off-site at work. So if you know me, if you know me well, I work in sales and marketing. So I do travel for work at times. So I will find myself off-site, out of the office, doing things. So I went to one of my favorite benefit fairs. It's in the next town over from us, or across the river is what they like to call it. But to get there, it's literally 20 minutes away from my office, even if I take the surface streets. But you have to take the highway to get there. And it's such a quick exit on the highway that you can literally see the exit from where you get on to the highway. And I've taken it many times. Now, I can't tell you I haven't taken it without a slight sense of panic, but I've been able to take it and get there. And then when I come back, I feel like the comeback part of it is okay. Like, it looks different coming back. I guess it's the road. So on my way down to get there, I began to feel, the sense of panic that if you ever deal with anxiety, there's a certain feeling that you have. There is a way to know that it's coming. There's a warning to your body and to your senses. And I began to pray. Begin to say, Father, I know it's time for me to go over this. It's not going to take long. It's legit less than a minute on the highway that I have to be there. I know I can get across this exit. I know I can, no problem. So I make the right to get onto the highway and took another right to dip off that highway and called a Lyft. As soon as I saw it, mind you, like I said, I've done this before. I was like, I can't do this. I can't. And I got off. I went and parked by my beauty salon because it's right there, even though she's not there anymore, but I knew where I was. And I called a Lyft. He got there and he got me to where I needed to be. And I had a great day without my car, which was fine. And when it was time for lunch and stuff, because we have a big lunch break, I took a walk around the town, because a lot of times when you see things only in your car, you don't really get to know it. And I was able to go have like a really nice lunch and stuff like that. So I got some steps in. So it wasn't that bad. I was able to exercise. But the thing is, I allowed my fear to box me in. And I will tell you, specifically in my prayer to calm myself down, I said, I have boxed myself into a very small corner. I know there's ways to get around. Like, I can take the train, I can take public transportation, I can get a Lyft, I can get an Uber, I can do those things, but that comes at a cost, literally. And in my mind, I'm continuing to push myself further and further into this box. So I have to get back on the highway. I have to get back on the highway. I have to figure that out. So I have allowed this fear to stop me in my tracks. Literally. Like I as the anxiety that I have, I always have to have a way out of situations that I don't like. I have to be able to see that exit. And that is a part of the reason why I don't like being on the highway, because if I get stuck on the highway, something happens to me, I'm stuck. Somebody's going to have to come find me where I'm at. There's no way out until you get to an exit. And you know, the exits here on the thruway are mad far apart. I'm not used to that. I'm from the South. Our exits are a mile apart. A mile to a half a mile, and you can handle a mile. But, 18, 20 miles with nothing going on is very stressful. So, I'm getting ready to revamp or relaunch a safe space. A part of that relaunching is going to be a lot of work on me in the healing section of my life, and a reconciliation in my life. And my reconciliation will prayerfully be with my own family. You guys know I'm from the South, and I talk about my nieces and nephews a lot, but none of them are kin to me. Danielle is not my actual niece. Mashoma, I love her like a sister, and I know she loves me like a sister, but she's not my actual sister. So, and my friends and their families have taken me in, and my community has taken me in, but they're not my actual family. So I have to now get ready for a reconciliation with my family. And I am so afraid. And I'm afraid not because of the possibility of drama coming along with it, because people don't like to face things. I'm afraid they may reject my reconciliation. And I'm not doing it to find myself like this person that comes into my family and we all have this happy reunion. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it for true reconciliation. I'm doing it for true healing. And I'm doing it because I have actual nieces and nephews that I have no relationship with. I have 2 sisters that I have no relationship with. I have a brother that I have no relationship with. And it boggles my mind that we can find ourselves living in this type of dysfunction and thinking this okay. I have an actual family. So I know if I can build relationship with others, I should be able to build relationship where my foundation starts. And I will say this, as the God that I have, and I know a lot of people I don't want to hear nothing about God. I'm going to talk to you about God this morning on my own platform. The God that I have knows that we are not meant to be on this earth alone. So when I was rejected and removed from my family the way I was, he helped me build another family. It didn't come right away. It didn't come as soon as it happened or anything like that. There was years that I felt like I was here just doing this on my own. But then when I went off to college and I met like Mashoma, and I met Mahogany, and I met Laisha, and I met Nisi, he was like, okay, so now we begin to rebuild. Because even when I was in college, I was in prayer at all times. It was like little halfway prayers, but they were there because I knew that God was there. So as I'm getting ready to move through this fear, and I've asked God for healing in my own heart so I can begin to forgive others and I can relate to others better. This is a big one. I've already went to my dad and forgiven him and talked to him and let him know how I felt. And I will say, even though my dad's a bit goofy, he understood what I was saying and he allowed me to express myself. Now, it ended with a, baby girl. And I was like, but I was able to get through that, and I can now talk to my dad more freely. My family, on the other hand, that's a bunch of people, and I have to face that. So, I don't know how that's going to start. I don't even know which step to begin with. I don't know if I send out a group email, try to plan a family. I don't even know. But I'm gonna give it to God, and we're gonna make these steps. It's gonna be a long journey. Now I I think about it and I'm like, well, I should just drive down to North Carolina. That ain't gonna work. But I can't take a train down, or I can fly down to Norfolk and then go into North Carolina. So, you know, we got to stop letting fear take the lead. We got to allow fear no seats at our table and move forward, push forward. All right, y'all. So thank you so much for joining me. If you have any suggestions for me, if you have any thought processes for me, if you've gone through something similar, you know, let me know so I know, you know, which routes to take. All right, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for coming in today. Like, share, and subscribe.